Hi, this is Dr. Theodonas, and today we will work on creating the basic mesh for clothes. To do that, we will need, first of all, to add an image as a reference. It essentially creates, through Shift Add, I can add an image either to the background or as a mesh plane. I'll go on to my folders, and I will use this one. And immediately you see that I have a plane added to my scene, which I'm not able to see exactly what the image is about. But if I click on the rendered view, you will immediately see that I get a very basic idea of a mannequin. I will grab and move it to 0.5. And while I have this ready, I will create essentially a mesh. You see now I have a mesh which is created perpendicularly to the um, mannequin. I'll rotate around the Y direction, press 90, and let me go into that kind of idea, scale it, and that's much better. So first idea is actually try to go here and create maybe the head as a first indication, scale it, extrude on the z-axis, scale it a bit, extrude, scale it inwards, extrude, and scale it inwards. And those of you that were paying attention in the previous video, you could, with a table, you can actually see how I could create this also with essentially a mirror modifier. So I'll undo all of it and Control R to create a loop cut, leave it in the middle, select the two right hand edges, vertices, and delete. And I will activate immediately a mirror modifier on the object so I can see directly what is the effect of whatever manipulation I'm making. So if I grab and move like so, and I'm not scaling right now, I'm only moving good. Double this. Let me actually do it. Double on the z-axis, and I take it on that part of the body. Now, part of the problem now is that both planes are coinciding, so I'll select the image one and move it on the x-axis about -1 I'll get these shadows, but I won't mind for now on having those active. Or if you do mind, I can bring it in a little bit closer. There you go. I will actually select all the other vertices and delete. Allow only these two. And I'll take this over there. And again, extrude. 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 Grab and move. Extrude. And you need to make certain that you press the Z button so that the central line is always vertical. Extrude. And right now I'm forming kind of a body, but if I'm thinking I'm going to form the clothes, I will try to do it in a bit of a inflated kind of idea. So what I'm trying to think is that all of this is clothing, is a garment that basically wraps around the body. Click here and then bring this. If I need to bring this closer to that vertex or aligned, I will change essentially this into vertex. And as I'm going down, I need to activate it actually. Click and I have it ready. And so far you'll see that this is very 2D in how I'm sketching those ideas. And we'll try to extend this into 3 dimensions. By 0.4. It's, I mean, the scale is completely off. And you'll see there is a kind of mirror superimposition here in the middle, and I need to potentially increase the merging of the clipping line here. And through that I get a very basic kind of center. And of course that's not a real serious cloth yet. Um, I'm only trying to show you how to make really basic shapes. And I'll extend this, press P to separate it. So I'm now separating the selection. Open that back again, and I'll try to take this up. and extend. It's better actually I go back into 2D, so I'll delete the top. Right over there. Extrude, 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 extrude. I need to minimize my merging and extrude, take it inside, and go with a little bit more anatomically correct kind of idea here. And again, that's not yet garment-like, but we can essentially use modifiers, and one of my favorite one is the subsurface modifier, so the subdivision surface, to start bringing this closer to looking like perf pants. Yeah. And this one also will need another subdivision surface, or it will start looking like a blouse. And to do that, we will need essentially to start playing a lot more with loop cuts. So Control R here to create an edge. Control R here in the middle to give it a little bit more volume. And another one. We want to create more of a ending, of a sharp ending here. We can play like so with another loop cut. And essentially what you get is you get a controlling cage essentially over the surface, right? And you see now on the sides, I don't have any kind of good volume on that kind of idea. But I can essentially do it by introducing two new loop cuts. And to do that, you go Control R and you play with the middle of your mouse button. And I leave it essentially there. And one of the things you can do to start introducing variation is start playing a little bit with the location of the vertices, right? So I could start giving it a little bit more volume, or maybe I need to stop having the snaps out. And potentially an easier way to do it is if you start controlling a full loop cut and you try to scale it according to what you're trying to create. One of the vertices here has gone haywire, or I lost control of it. Here you go a little bit more of a believable perf pants. And I can also start doing the same here and also extrude the rest of the needed parts for the arms and so on and so forth. Now to also render this on a correct scale, render this a little bit more smooth, I will select the object, and where it goes onto object, shade smooth, you'll see that I get a much more flowy kind of rendering in terms of my basic kind of understanding. Thank you, and I'll see you to our next video.